You are listening to the Digital Signage Today podcast.
Welcome back to the Digital Signage Today podcast. Today, the top stories of this week include one about how displays can improve a community by empowering disenfranchised groups and helping make communities safer places. The other top story this week looked at how digital signage is lighting up the cannabis industry by deploying menu boards and other display technologies that can really boost the business of cannabis retailers. Today, I will be speaking with Nancy Liu. She is the CEO of Enplug, and she will be sharing insights into content management for digital signage.
The Interactive Customer Experience Association's mission is to connect B2C brands to technology that elevates the customer experience. Brands have access to resources, project help, news, and insights based around boosting their customer experience. Suppliers gain network opportunities to reach these brands and help them provide solutions to elevate their customer experience. Join today at icxa.org.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Digital Signage Today podcast. I'm joined today with Nancy Liu, and she is the CEO of Enplug, a digital signage software provider. How are you doing today, Nancy?
I am doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Great to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
So today we're going to be talking about content management with digital signage and some of the nuances with that. So just to start with, let's go with a broad question. What are some of the major challenges you've seen with content management?
Sure. I think that's a great question. I think digital signage is something that was really difficult to have in an organization before. And one of the issues was how easy is digital signage to both install and for the users to use. And so I think one of the things that at Enplug, when we started, we really focused on making digital signage content management more accessible for people. And so if it becomes easy for people to use, then that means more people in the organization can be contributors to what's showing on the screen instead of having, that single gatekeeper responsible for all of the content displayed on all the different screens. And so I think for this to work in an organization, you have to have a system in place that everyone can intuitively use the software without needing training. I think, a lot of the tools we use today, like your phone or your laptop, there's not a huge instruction manual attached to that to tell you how to use your phone. You open it and you just know how to use it. And that's, I think, what was really important for Enplug is to make it easy for anyone to log in and immediately know how to use it, how to add new content. And then, of course, allowing different people in the organization to have different user roles and different access to different parts of the software.
Excellent. Thank you. So my next question was related to return on investment, because that's obviously the big question for any digital signage end user. So in what ways can better content management tools boost the digital signage ROI?
ROI is something we really think a lot about for our customers because we're always trying to bring value to them. And I think what we've learned is that ROI means different things to different customers. So, for example, in retail, the most common ROI is sales lift. Are you selling more? But when you go beyond retail, that desired ROI can be harder to define or just different. So in the workplace, I think the ROI our customers care about is more qualitative. And this means, are they better educating their employees? Are they being able to improve their internal communication? And something that's also really important is, are they making their employees happier and more satisfied in their job? So I think, but regardless of the desired ROI, I think the catalyst to create that always boils down to viewer engagement. This is why I think it's so critical to have a content management platform that makes it easy to create beautiful content, visually striking content that you immediately notice when you walk by that screen. And so to ensure the signage is eye-catching, it means that you have to keep the content fresh and you have to keep it relevant. So screens that display same day content is really cool. So for example, one of the apps that we have is the templates app and the birthday app. So on that person's birthday, that screen automatically says, "Happy birthday, Nancy." And that's pretty awesome. And people will then really know that, oh, this screen is always changing and I want to see what's on. So I know who to wish happy birthday to. And so one of the things that we wanted to make sure is that any kind of content you show on screens on Implug, we can automatically make it look really nice. And so that the content managers can also easily have updated content without actually needing to do anything. And so we use a system called apps to make it possible to queue up a lot of content to display automatically on predetermined dates and times without them needing to log in every single day. And I think that's why content managers love being able to, just set it up once, upload, the birthdays and the names, and then they don't have to worry about it. They know that on certain holidays, new content will automatically show up.
Excellent. So you mentioned a few interesting tools like the birthday tool. So what are some other tools end users can really use to maximize their content?
Maximizing content management, I think, is all about choosing the right platform for that organization. So organizations, I think, need to ask themselves important questions about what they need and what they expect out of their digital signage networks. They need to look carefully at the internal resources to determine whether to engage, a outside company to help manage the content or not, or if they want to be able to easily manage it all in-house. And run it themselves with minimal outside involvement. So I think that is an important question to explore first and foremost, and be able to answer them realistically. So I think one of the things that we focus on for our customers is to give them a really robust platform and an emphasis on security. So oftentimes what we see is with robust platforms, it might be really difficult to use, but we wanted to make it accessible for everyone. So it's having all the tools and features and apps and the security features, but still making it approachable so that a non-technical person can create and manage the content.
Excellent. Thank you. And that leads us right into our next question, which is there's a debate between cloud and on-site content management systems. Which one do you tend to prefer in your experience?
Well, we are all about cloud.
Mm-hmm.
So Implug's platform, I think, is a great example of why cloud-based digital signage is the future of digital signage. I think a cloud-based architecture presents a lot of advantages. So first of all, a cloud-based signage network is very easy and affordable to set up, much more so than on-premise setups, because the on-premise one requires servers that are not only costly to purchase, but you got to hire people to maintain them over time. But with cloud-based service, all you need is an internet connection and you create an account and you're ready to go. And of course, I think another important thing is contributors can log in from anywhere in the world to update content. So using Implug, you can log in on your laptop, on your mobile device, on iPads. And so I think being able, especially now with folks wanting to be able to work flexibly in different places, updating the digital signage content can be really, really simple. And so lastly, I think this impact with cloud-based platform is that you get to enjoy free, for us at least, it's all free software updates, constantly new types of features, new apps that are all up to date with the latest features, benefits, and security patches. So I think the important part is you don't have to worry about it. We're taking care of any type of new technology or innovation that's happening. We're making sure that we give that to customers. And I think that's the benefit for cloud providers, is that The maintenance costs are, and to keep it fresh and updated with the latest features, it's way more affordable.
Excellent. So, one of the big trends with digital signage content is everyone is trying to find a way to design more dynamic campaigns, campaigns which respond to the consumer. So, in your opinion, what are some ways users can develop and deliver these dynamic campaigns without breaking the bank or going way beyond their budget?
A common misconception about digital signage is that I think that the organization needs to spend a lot of money or invest in a very expensive content management
Hmm.
system in order to produce compelling content. I think this is an outdated idea
Hmm.
because, evidenced by companies like, Implug, we really kind of blew up that old CMS model.
Hmm.
So to use Implug, for example, users, all they have to do is just sign up for an account and they can start creating beautiful content for their screens. And so we have all these different apps to show different types of content. If you wanted to show Twitter, you want to show your sales dashboard, the weather, traffic, all in real time, all you have to
Hmm.
do is just log into the dashboard and do that. And so I think technically savvy users, they can create content from scratch if they want. But I think the reason why users choose Implug is that we can accelerate that process. You don't have to go and hire designers, content creators to make your digital signage up to date and compelling. Our apps, they all feature professionally designed templates that are really easy to modify for our users' branding and look and feel. And so because of that user interface, we make it so that it almost feels like, our platform is a consumer facing service rather than
Hmm.
what you think of digital signage as B2B. We make it really intuitive and customizing content is a breeze. And so I think now there are a lot of opportunities to make great dynamic campaigns without having to spend a lot of money.
Excellent. And that leads us well into our final question of this interview, and that's about content creation. So, do you think end users should have someone in-house that has designed that, or they should work with, say, like a vendor or an agency, in your opinion?
Well, agencies want you to hire an agency.
Right, of
Uh,
course.
And I think the beauty of the Implug platform is we've made it so that content creation process is accessible to everyone in the organization, ranging from a marketing manager to HR manager, your IT engineers. All of them can use it and can create great content. And so we've designed it so that it's powerful enough to manage even the most complex signage networks. And I think they're now, as digital signage is evolving, I think that we see a lot of folks that say, you know what, you don't need to hire outside. You can use your in-house team to make awesome designs because there are so many templates and automated content that already sync up with your CMS platform. And certainly for us, when we're creating Implug, that's something that we keep in mind, which is we want you to not have to hire anybody else to manage your digital signage solution and make sure that your tech managers and HR managers and marketing managers, they're spending time doing the things that are the most high value for your organization instead of trying to, troubleshoot your digital signage or trying to fix something. So I think the whole goal with digital signage is it should be it should be a system and a solution that makes the whole organization really productive and really happy.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for sharing those insights with us today, Nancy. It was great having you on.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
Yep, excellent. Thank you.